Deep in Alaska, hidden from the world, stands HAARP, the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. They say it's just science, just antennas studying the sky. But why pour millions into a remote field of antennas? The official story is never the whole story. They claim it's for radio research, but this is about power. Power over the weather itself. Imagine creating hurricanes on command or droughts that cripple nations. That's the ultimate weapon control the environment. Win wars without firing a shot. They dismiss it as science fiction, but so is splitting the atom, until it wasn't. The powerful always want more power, and weather is the final frontier. Strange storms, bizarre clouds, and unpredictable weather. People are connecting the dots. The government's history of secret projects is long, and they silence skeptics by calling them conspiracy theorists. Why build such a massive facility just to study the northern lights? There's a bigger picture, and HAARP is a key piece. We need to look past the official statements and examine the evidence ourselves. Weather is getting wilder. Climate change or something more? Is someone playing God with our planet? That's the question they don't want you to ask. And that's exactly why we have to ask it. The truth is out there, hidden in plain sight. Weather is no longer just unpredictable, it's unrecognizable. Hurricanes in Florida are stronger, faster, and more destructive than ever. Tornadoes in New York? Once unthinkable, now reality. These aren't isolated incidents, they're a pattern. Extreme weather is hitting populated areas with surgical precision. It feels targeted, almost deliberate. When anomalies pile up, they stop being coincidences. Puerto Rico left in darkness, Hawaii's historic towns incinerated by sudden winds. These are strategic blows, not just tragedies. Disasters create chaos, and in chaos anything can happen. Land grabs, new policies, disaster capitalism. Each event can be explained away, but together the official story sounds thin. Are we just unlucky, or is there a hidden hand turning up the heat? The sheer number of once-in-a-lifetime events should make us suspicious. Is nature really this wild, or is someone manipulating the thermostat? The billion-dollar question: natural disaster or man-made attack? We can't afford to ignore the pattern. The stakes are too high. Someone is benefiting from the chaos, and it's not us. Officially, HAARP is just a research facility studying the ionosphere. They say it's about improving communications and GPS, harmless, transparent, safe. But the ionosphere is a powerful electrically charged layer that shapes our weather. Pumping billions of watts into it isn't just science, it's an experiment with nature itself. Critics say HAARP is a weapon, capable of steering jet streams, creating storms, even triggering earthquakes. A weapon with no fingerprints, no bombs, no fallout, just devastation. Imagine disrupting enemy communications, flooding supply lines, or destroying crops, all without firing a shot. The technology is real. The only debate is how far it can go. They say the effects are minor. Others believe the potential is vast and terrifying. The truth is hidden behind classified doors. Scientists scoff at the idea of weather control. They say HAARP's energy is tiny compared to the sun, like tossing a pebble in a river. Weather, they argue, is too complex to manipulate with radio waves. HAARP's research is public, they claim, and the facility is now run by a university. But trust is earned, not given. The government's history of secret programs makes people skeptical. Small changes in chaotic systems can have massive effects, the butterfly effect. And HAARP isn't alone. Russia, Europe, and China have similar projects. Are all these nations just improving radio signals or racing for a new kind of weapon? In the world of secret research, nothing is off the table. The real story is always deeper than the press release. Weather control isn't a fantasy, it's a military obsession. In Vietnam, Operation Popeye used cloud seeding to flood enemy supply routes. It worked, and when exposed, led to a treaty banning weather warfare, sort of. The treaty bans only widespread, long-lasting, or severe effects, and research continues. Earlier, Project Storm Fury tried to weaken hurricanes by seeding clouds. The results were mixed, but the intent was clear. Control the weather, win the war. These projects prove the US military has always chased weather manipulation. They've admitted it. So when HAARP appears, bigger and more powerful, why believe it's just for research? The tools are more sophisticated, the denial's more plausible. The ambition hasn't changed. The only question: how far have they gone? History says, farther than we think. We face two possibilities: natural disasters or deliberate attacks. In a world of cyber war and drones, is weaponized weather really so far-fetched? If storms are natural, we need better infrastructure and climate action. But if they're man-made, we face a new kind of enemy. One who attacks without warning, hidden by nature itself. This isn't paranoia, It's vigilance. We need transparency, independent oversight, and real answers about HAARP and its global counterparts. Look at the evidence, the denials, the history. Is it all coincidence, or are we living through the largest weapons test in history? Don't let them tell you what to think. Ask the questions. Because the next disaster could be more than just a storm.